Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss how to use visual aids specific to what's going on in the world right now as far as being self-contained and having to be in the home with our autistic, special needs loved ones. I really took some time to think about this, and what I have decided is it's probably going to be more of a one-part, two-part, three-part series. And what I decided was, in looking through all my visual aids and my social stories, was what was going to be the most helpful for people that don't use visual aids and don't know what they are, and also people that use them and perhaps need some guidance during this time. What I have here, and I'm going to be looking down and around because I have everything situated around me on the sides of the camera here. So the first thing I want to show you, which is really important, is what I used with my son when he was nonverbal. This is a binder that opens up. It's a hard binder, and I want to say that, it doesn't have to be complicated. What we're going to do is try to make this, as simple for you all and not stressful, okay? But a way to communicate. And even if I want to put this out there too. I wrote this as a note to not forget to mention this. Even if they're verbal, the visual aids will help. As my son started to talk, we continued to use visual aids probably for about 3-4 years until one day, I think he was around 17 and a half, 17, and he came to me and he said, "Mom, I don't need these anymore." Even though his pronunciation wasn't great, he made that call, and I put them away. But I kept them because I knew there was going to be a day when I would be teaching this, and I have taught it with private clients, and I'm going to be teaching it a lot more. But first, let me show you. As I said, I'm going to be looking around here, so please bear with me. This is, now, we're going back probably 20 years. This is the box that I ordered years ago. And what you do is it's PECS, P-E-C-X, I'm sorry, P-E-C-S. Oh, gotta laugh. Whoo! Which is abbreviated for Picture Exchange Communication System. Now, again, this one's really old, but I really like these because I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why. One, because there was 151 of them in there, and they were they were geared towards younger ones, okay, or lower maturity level. They had a lot of foods in there. They have action. They have, things to do when they need something to do to calm down. But you'll see why I'm saying that in a minute. So what you do then is, and I'll tell you why I like those, is because I will show you one of those. I can find one here. Here's one. Here's one, and I'll show you a different one. Okay, you can't probably really see this like in the camera, but these are really thick. If you can hear that. These are ones that I copied and laminated myself, and they're just like, copy paper, and then I laminated them. And they're going to be touching them and using them and putting them in their mouth. Lord knows what else, but these really last. I mean, you can see they're still in great shape, and they come like this, laminated. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is cut them out. They'll come in, this is not one. I'll show you one. Here's one here. They'll come on thick pieces of paper like this. Actually, I see the copyright on the back of these is 2000. and then I just cut them up. Okay, and then what you're going to do is, based upon the needs, I'm going to go back to my book here, my binder. Inside the binder, I have Velcro. Okay, I know right now a lot of us can't get out to the stores. So if you can't get out to the store, be creative. Just get some cardboard. Use tape, double-sided tape. Flip the tape around like we learned in the old days where you flip the Scotch tape. Just be creative. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want progress. Okay? So what it is I would use this. These would be pages for him to come, and I don't have them lined up. I didn't want to take the time today to line everything up, but I would have one page which would be all food. Then another page which would be all feelings. Then another page of when we were going out in the community, all the different places. And then just odds and ends. And I even would encourage him to, help me place them on there. And then the most important part is this part, the strip. Okay? Oops, I got it backwards. Sorry about that. So what would happen is my son this would be in the binder, because there's, the Velcro that sticks onto the Velcro. And then every back of the picture has a little, I cut these out. Now they come in little circles, but I actually cut them all out and placed them on the back here. Yeah, it was very tedious, but well worth it. And I would put, I want, and I had more of these. This is my binder, actually. His original binder, I'm hoping I can find somewhere. He may have thrown it out. I don't know. But I want, go for a walk. You don't have to worry about the words that go in between. I want, if you're at the park or walking, go home. And I mean, you would take this strip with you if you're going out somewhere. And then what you use is a bag, or I have it over here. 1 second. Sorry about that. I hit it here. I have a zipper pouch where I used to keep all the visual aids in that were cut up, and take them with me, or to a friend's house, whatever, families. This book is going to be extremely important, and again, I want to stress that I know that, I don't want you to have to go through the trouble, if you don't have one of these, of ordering a binder and Velcro and whatnot, but getting the visual aids, the actual aids, the pictures, okay, is going to help, and I'm going to show you why. Because here's a really important one. If you can see that, I want to see how the camera is I feel. Okay? So what you do is cut that out, and you see all the different things. What if they have a toothache? I feel toothache. I feel sore throat. Especially right now, right? We want to know if they have a sore throat. And I mean, if you can't get visual, the actual PEC system or other visual aids ordered or shipped to you, you can make these up. You can draw them. They really do good with the colored ones, but we got to get by with what we can get by with right now. The other one I want to show you, because what I thought I would do is just basically make this video about using the visual aids and implementing them to the best of your ability to help navigate the energies and the day-to-day strategies and functions you're going to use to thrive, is my word. We don't use survive, we use thrive. This one, and again, I want to show you this one. This is a good one. I know, we gotta laugh, right? This one's one I used a lot. This is one I had made copies of. But when, I'm gonna give you good advice here. When they're screaming and out of control, you're not gonna be verbal. You're gonna have this picture that says no screaming. You're gonna go up to them and you're gonna hold that picture up to them. And then you're going to grab the book, I need, I want, I feel, or the pictures right in front of them. Actually, thinking about it right now, you can just use the I feel one and have them point to it if they're old enough and able. If not, you'll have to cut them out. But uh, no screaming. If you're in the middle of cooking or something, wait a minute. I would point to these instead of verbally communicating with my son, and found it to be 100% effective. This is going to work for you, but you have to be consistent, and you can't give up, because it might not work instantly, like the very day you implement it and start it with them. It's going to take time for them to wrap their heads around this new way of you communicating with them. If you're already using it, they're going to jump right on board. I have one here that I knew that we need to probably implement right away. I used this for a few years with my son, and it was extremely helpful and extremely needed. I won't go into details of why, but we were having a lot of complications and struggles and challenges at school, which I did eventually pull him out of. I'm going to do a video on that in the near future. I've got a list of videos to do, but I'm doing what I feel is needed for this time during the coronavirus, because I know it's what, we've been in this, what, a week? I'm in the upper northeast state, and we're probably going to be going into lockdown. I don't even like that word, but only being able to leave our house for, necessities, shopping and medicines. And other states have already implemented that. So we're going to see a lot. You're probably going to see a lot of meltdowns and upsets, and especially with the younger ones, and especially with the nonverbal. But even if you have verbal loved ones, this will help. Now I'm going to put this up. I want to make sure that you can see the whole thing, okay? And then you can always come back and pause, but I'm going to hold it up there. Number one is I feel happy. What are we at there? I feel happy. Things are going well. Okay? So when you bring this in and initiate this in the beginning, what you're going to do is do this when they're calm. When they let you in, don't bother them when you're needing to cook or something. But at the appropriate time, use your inner guidance. Hey, yeah, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So 1 is I feel happy, things are going well. 2, I feel fine, everything is okay. And this may be more appropriate as to how they're probably feeling on a day-to-day basis right now. And easily being put into this, which is they're getting to number 3. And you see how we colored them. Okay? So blue is calm. Green is a calming color. Yellow is caution. Orange is, uh-oh, something's going on. We don't want to get here to 5. So you guys can read these. I'm not going to read them all and take up that time. But number 5 is I feel like I might explode. I need help to calm down. So number 5 is before the meltdown occurs. Okay? So try and get that up there for you again. And you can take, a snapshot of this. Pause the video. I really want everybody to be really creative during this time. I want you to tap into your inner knowing, your creative self that we all have, and use these in your home right now. This one I got later in his growth, probably when he was about 15. I wished I had had it a lot sooner. It would have really helped me. But I'm thankful that I had it then. And then I'm going to put this one up. So this says, I'm going to read it first. At a 3 or 4, I need help to calm down, so I don't get to a 5. I want to, and there's examples here, write, talk, take a break. And then we have it so that this is we want them to be grabbing this or pointing to this when they're at about a 3 to 4. And if they're not, you go get it and you grab it, and you're going to have this out. And you can put pictures of your own in here, okay? If you want to copy this, if you have access to a computer and can print, be creative. You can do it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple. And change it according to what you need. But I'm going to put the book back up here again because I wanted to explain one other thing. With the visual aids, what you're going to do is, these are on Velcro. Okay, so they're going to use, this is their book. Or I used to have a big Velcro magnetic like whiteboard on my refrigerator, and I had lines of Velcro just like this, okay? But imagine what I'm telling you, and he would be able to come off and pick whatever he wanted off the fridge and use it on that I want or I need strip. This was extremely helpful. And the ones I couldn't fit up there, I had in just even a Ziploc baggie taped to the fridge. Like I said, be creative. It doesn't have to be complicated. This is really going to help you navigate the current situation we're in. Use this. I feel for you parents that don't have childcare, and pretty soon, unfortunately, I want you to know, I don't think that we're going to be getting like out of this like within a few days or a week. I feel, and I am an intuitive empath. I feel it's going to be at least 2 to 3 more weeks, and I would plan that, if not longer. But I'm saying that calmly. I'm not saying that sadly. What I would like to show you is when you have to take them out, take your I want strip with you, even if it's just you're holding these and you don't have the strip. I want to go home. So then you do what I used to do, and whatever I have in my cart, I get to the checkout line and get through it. Do what we have to do. These visual aids you must have if you have a loved one that is nonverbal. I want to show you another one I have here, just to give you ideas, okay, of what they look like in case you can't get them. See what the camera here is. I would practice counting with him, using them. You're just starting. Be creative. I don't like the change symbol. I wanted to black those out and I forgot. I don't like the change symbol they use. This came from the school, this particular one, because the schools do have them if they're in autistic impaired programs or cognitive impaired programs, special ed schools. I worked as a parapro in the school district, a substitute parapro, and I had got them to change a couple symbols. I was really proud of that, but this is old. I don't think they use this anymore. I don't like the thunderbolt, the lightning bolt. For change, I would put something happy. Make change okay. We don't want to alert them. Change. As I've been telling his brother, my other son, being able to adapt to change is one of the most powerful and empowering things you can can embody and be able to do. And aren't we all finding that out right now? Okay, so an autistic beings, highly sensitive beings, human beings, highly sensitive persons, HSP, you'll see that a lot, are not great with change. My son is very flexible now, but I did the work with him and I worked with it and I didn't give up. And it's not to say that we can't take time to rest as parents and caregivers, especially during this time. You definitely need that. Here's another one I wanted to show you because my son would wear headphones everywhere because he's one that's very sensitive to the sound. So this is a good one for now. So you could create schedules that just use like a, whatever, I was thinking, these are for people that don't already have this in place. I'm giving the people that are just beginning at this, okay? Use a copy, size 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, or, cut out cardboard if you have it, and just do one that's your schedule. Get up, get dressed, and then whatever it is your day will entail. And it doesn't have to be every single little thing, but pretty much basically what you want to see them doing within that day, or what's going to be happening that day. And right now, we're not going out a lot and they're not going to school and activities, so it's going to be geared around what they're doing in the home. And keep it consistent. You can't make a daily schedule and keep changing it every day. Okay? So that's really important too. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Calmness, patience. I have one other one here I wanted to show you. And this one was used a lot. And the bedtime one too. I couldn't even find our bedtime one, our bedtime little sticky that was like these. Okay. Because he uses so much. He would take his bedtime one and hold it and take it to bedtime with him and fall asleep with it. And I just couldn't keep up with those. I had to keep getting more and more and laminating them. So you'll know which ones to use. But so this one is going to be another good one for maybe those, that can read, or if they can't, you can read it to them. And I'll hold it there because you can always go back to the video, and we're at 22, almost 23 minutes in, because I haven't learned how to do timestamps, but I will. When it's too loud, or you could put when I don't feel well, when I'm upset, okay? And you don't really have to have them if you want to just write this out, because I assure you that them seeing the words with the pictures is going to have a tremendous effect as far as positivity, being able to communicate, being able to know what to expect from their environment, and also helping you to have them find solutions to what they do when they do get upset, what they can do to relieve that upsetness or that anxiousness. I really use this one here with my son. I can think about something else. All right, that's a big one, right? We all need that right now. So remember that mindfulness, staying in the moment. This other one I have here is like action ones. So I'm just showing you these to give you an idea of what's out there, and for perhaps you to be creative too, and thinking up ones if you've got to create them yourself. And the last thing I want to say in my video is using pictures you have in the home already. I did that a lot. I would use pictures of the family members, go to the photo albums. We all have boxes of pictures, and cut out their pictures. If someone was coming to my home, I would say, Uncle Joe's coming, or, daddy's coming to get you for the weekend, whatever the case may be, or we're going over to grandma's and there's a picture of my mom and dad. Bless their hearts, they're gone now. I miss them so much. And this is going to be helpful. The other thing you can do is use, if you don't have the visual aids, I was thinking of this too for you. Go to your sale papers that you get in the mail. Keep all those right now if you're going to create visual aids yourself, which you can do. You can do this. I know you can. Cut them out. Pictures of, like, go to your shopping, we have Kroger, and cut out the foods. And if you run out of the food, you're going to put an X over that food. Take that visual aid away. We don't have it. Then they're going to, probably get upset, and that's when you pull out your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is going to be what you're going to be using a lot right now. I definitely would encourage all of you to be using this all the time. Get it out there. Start showing it to them now. And then ways for them to calm down. So, before when they're between 4 and 5, you've got to have ways for them to calm down. The last thing I want to say is I'm going to do another video on social stories. That's a little more complicated as far as trying to explain it to you in an informative way, in a way that you can use and construct right now. Especially if you don't have the materials or the accessibility to computers, laptops, printers, the schools, libraries. Everything's closed here where I'm at. So I encourage you to check out my website. It's thrivespiritualautism.com. And I have a free gift on there if you subscribe to my email list that shows you how to use essential oils and crystals. It's an informative download. Make sure you confirm your email, then you'll get the free gift. And you can see my son on my website, and also a lot of information about me and who I am. I also encourage you to subscribe and leave me any comments, what you need to see, what do you need help with right now. My intention right now is to help and serve. Because it's hard right now. I'm going to do another video probably this week. I really want to get the social stories in order and apply that to the second part of the visual aids. But I want to do one on when, because I'm getting the when now, and I know you guys are too. When do I get to go back to my bowling league? When do I get to, go out to the shopping mall? When do we get to go to our favorite restaurant? And I'm telling him when the virus is gone and we are safe, when the law tells us we can. And I'm just using fact with him right now. And I'm staying calm and doing that. I'm not complaining about it and being irritated by it and all the closures. If you do that, it's not going to be helpful for them. So I'm so glad that I was able to get this up. I'm going to be working on some more videos, so stay tuned. Please remember and pass this on. Share it to anyone you know that needs help right now. I have information to my website linked in the description box below. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, ask me anything. I have my email address in there too. You can email me anytime. Again, I'm wishing you all well, and keep washing your hands. Keep getting lots of rest, laughing, singing, dancing, just taking time to be and not think so much. Take care.